What is going on today, guys? Welcome back. We are jumping right back on Project Peterbilt here. You can see we've got the sleeper pulled out. Hopefully by the end of today, if all goes according to plan, this baby will finally be permanently in her home. It will be watertight and it will make me so extremely happy. So what we've got left before we get to that is just routing some fuel lines. That's what we're gonna be doing first thing here. What I went ahead and did is got the blocks with the new fittings installed and then realized after talking with a couple different people that we definitely need some shutoff valves if there were to be any issues with one of the tanks. We want to be able to shut off the return and the feed from one of the tanks if need be. So went ahead this morning, ran and got some different fittings than we had planned to do in the beginning. We're going to change some fittings around, get the returns back to the top of the tank and the feeds on the bottom here. Get those all ran, get those all done, secured, out of the way. That will really help when the sleeper is on here. That way we don't have to do it underneath the truck. Not impossible to do underneath the truck, but will definitely help. So yeah, that's it. We're gonna jump into it. I'm super excited to get this thing on, and then we can go ahead and just keep plugging along. The only thing I forgot to order when we got the tanks is this vent slash safety valve that goes right in this big hole right here. Otherwise, the return will go to this port. I don't know if you guys can see down in there. The tanks draw from the bottom, obviously, and yeah, that's the gist. Let's get rolling. Later, I believe that we are all set underneath here. This is kind of like the final product, what it looks like. I don't have anything zip tied up out of the way. I probably will still do that from underneath the truck. We still have battery cables that need to be rerouted. We don't have the lines going all the way to the front just yet. Again, that is going to be under the truck work. But for right here, this area right here is what I was primarily concerned with, seeing a lot easier to do now. But got the shutoff valves for the return side in case we need those. Everything feed and return are good, and we went ahead. You guys can't really see down in here, but we've got all of the lines. All of the lines are actually fully connected. Again, nothing zip tied up out of the way, but I guess technically if those lines were run to the engine and we put fuel in these tanks, we could essentially try and start it. So we are not that far off from actually getting this thing to start again. Now, we do need to redo all of the air lines, put in our new air compressor. I'm sorry, not compressor. We need to put in our new filter dryer, but we're moving along. We're moving along. It's taken some time. We're learning a lot. We're we're going step by step, but I do believe that it is time to grab Frank the fork truck, and get this thing set in place for the last time. I say for the last time, I hope it's the last time. It probably won't be the last time, who knows? But I think for now, it's gonna get bolted on here, and man, one step closer to even getting the exhaust put on this thing. So that is where we were at, guys. That one's tight. Alright, so what we'll do now is we'll just jack it up from here and then basically pick the whole entire sleeper end cab up just a hair more, pull everything else out, pull the block that's been supporting the cab out,
and put that under
and
the
then
sleeper.
put that right here.
Okay.
Oh yeah. That's tight. Okay.
I feel like you don't know what to do.
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't listen to me. Ah.
Don't me either.
All right, guys, one small step in the overall grand scheme of things, but one huge step for today's progress. It looks so good. I was just telling Allie, like, I wish we could actually just like pull this thing out so you could see it from a distance, but even just sitting right here with it fully on, tightened down. Obviously the back is not secured yet. We still have to actually put those mounts on and fiddle around with that, so it's actually sitting on airbags, but it's sitting on blocks. Everything is supported in the back here the way it should be. We got all the blocks out of the middle of it, and it's actually sitting pretty close to being level. We can tell that by the gap in the hood up here, so it's maybe a little bit leaned back, but overall the gap is actually fairly decent sitting right here. So what we're working on now that I've been messing around with inside here, just because we never know when it's going to rain. It could rain overnight. We are trying to get this boot ring in. First time I'm ever doing any of this as well, so I think we're just gonna really press this thing in, get this thing around. That way the cab and everything is watertight from here on out, and then what we're gonna bounce to after that, which I don't really think I'm gonna show you guys a whole lot of, is just mocking up these drop panels. As you can see, what we were doing before, these are the sleeper drop ones. We're actually gonna build a little section on the tail here when I bring these up to mark, but again, this body line will follow all the way down around here, and that's going to end up covering a lot of the hardware, the straps, and we'll basically come to right about here. We'll drop this little square panel piece down. We'll paint match this. It'll kind of hide a little bit of this, and then probably eventually in the future we'll get like a airbag cover and shock cover for the back here. But anyway, all that really does, all those are really just attaches to this seam underneath here. Shout out Fitzgerald. We got this sleeper from the North Carolina Peterbilt dealership, but I think it came off of a Fitzgerald truck. But really all we're gonna do is you can see there's actually, this one had drop panels in it, so they've just got little holes up here in this little groove right here, all along in here. We'll go ahead, honestly, we'll probably just use these holes that are already in this bunk here, just mark them down, and then just fasten them when they're all painted up, ready to go. But these we'll have to do ourselves, and then we do need to make like one little bracket that kind of, otherwise this gets a little flimsy down here. But we'll go ahead and get that all done before we leave to go get these things paint matched. But you guys can tell now finally how it's going to look once those are painted. The whole bottom will be chrome polished. Stacks are next. We can go ahead and put the exhaust on now that the sleeper is pretty much done. Ooh, boy, that is really just going to make this thing. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and focus on getting the boot ring in and fastened securely, and then I'll catch back up with you guys after that. But huge progress for today. I'm super pumped. It's really that made it look like a project truck to like, all right, you know, we just need a little more work and we'll get this thing rolling. But yeah, it's looking good. It is a little hard to see, but the boot ring, after both of my thumbs going numb, pushing that thing in the groove, I am happy with it. Definitely took a couple tries around to get it all even. Seems like it was almost too big, but that means it's usually too tight in the corners, or well, yeah, too tight in the corners. But anyway, boot ring is in. That is going to wrap up this video, guys. Like I said, big victory for today. Getting this thing on here. That is going to wrap up this video. Man, is it hot inside there with no airflow. Trying to catch my breath. Man, that was a workout inside there. But anyway, guys, that is it. If you guys are here till the end, let me know in the comments. But you're not going to want to miss tomorrow's video. Tomorrow's video, you guys, you're going to have, I don't care what your take is on all of the shenanigans in the backyard here, but tomorrow is going to be a big epic day. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, drop a comment on what you think we could possibly be doing tomorrow. Let me just give you one clue. I'm pulling the dually up and we're hooking the open trailer, the deck over. The deck over is getting hooked up again. That usually only means one thing. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll see you guys tomorrow.